Right, welcome back Silver Punks. Welcome back to another video. We're going to continue with the viewer request from Sean Covert 5447 for these little cool bad boys. You getting that? These little Hank's Dominoes from Twin Peaks, the double three. We're going to do the sandcast today. Now obviously it's going to have to be done in a flask because it's a two-sided pour. As you can see, we've got the digit that side and Judge come up with the idea of adding punk on the back to make my life a nightmare, but it is what it is, and hopefully if I can get this to come out, Judge will be proved right and it'll be a really cool pour, and I think it will be. If I can get them, basically if I can replicate them in silver, I'll be so happy. So what I've got to do is get them done in the flask, because obviously it's a whole 3D affair, so not sure how it's going to go. I haven't done a flask pour in a very long time, as you've probably seen if you watch any of our videos, so I am pretty new at doing it, so just bear with me. I'm going to go through. I'll probably make a few mistakes, but that's what it's all about, learning and experimenting, so just bear with me. I'm just going to go through and see what happens, so let's get stuck in. First job, get some sand in here. So what I'm going to do is push it in and just push it in halfway, instead of just doing it like that and pouring the sand on and that'll be completely submerged. Now I want to do halfway, so that's the plan of attack. That's what I thought I'm going to do, so let's see how it goes. So first job, some sanding. So this should be one of the easier parts. I'll just try and do it without knocking the camera too much. Actually thinking about it, I've started off, I made a boo-boo already, haven't I? I need to do it that way, don't we? Let's start again. Oh, not the start we wanted, guys. Oh. Right, come on. Let's get rid of the program. Right, this way, that's the way we're going to do it. And I'll flip it over and I can push it in that way. Let's get some in. I like to separate the grains as much as I can. Just, I'm not going to sieve it in, but if I just do that, it does make it a bit finer, because that side I'm going to push the numbers in. I'm going to sieve on top when I do the punk, so that's a bit more detailed. The numbers are just impressions in, so it shouldn't be as bad. I mean, I could have done with a bit of a smaller flask, if I'm honest. It's quite a big flask for what we're trying to do. I might have to have a word with the boss and see if we can invest in some smaller flasks. Because number one, it'll just be a whole lot quicker, because obviously there's less sand to pack. And number two, it makes my life easier as well. And it makes us look a bit more professional, doesn't it? Rather than just using this big old thing for everything. But it's what we got, so we work with it. That's what you got to do sometimes. You can't have all the equipment, you can't have everything. You just got to go, we got what you got, and make the best. Yeah, just make the best. I'm just trying to think of what I'm trying to say. I just make the best item you can at the end of the day. So hopefully this comes out okay. And we want to give it our best, because as I've said before, this is our first viewer request. If any of you guys out there do want us to have an attempt at anything, please do just drop us a comment down below with some of your suggestions, what you'd like to see us have a go at. We've got some good ones in the pipeline. We've got some very cool stuff coming. We've got a Back to the Future pour that we're looking at doing, which I'm very excited about. Love Back to the Future. And we've also got a couple of horror ones in the pipeline. I know we're looking at Jason and Michael Myers. So yeah, we've got some cool things being suggested. So there's lots coming down the line, so hopefully we'll get those done soon. We're just working on the 3D side of things on those. Right, let's get into this, see what we got. Sorry if I'm rocking the camera. I'd be normally doing this on the floor, but obviously because I'm filming I've got to do it up on the table. shed door going. It's absolutely blowing a gale outside here today. As you can probably tell from my voice, I got a bit of a cold as well, so yeah, not the weather to be outside in the shed. I mean, it's days like this I wish I was the brains of the operation, I really do. I wish I was sat in a computer chair with a heater going under the computer desk, but fortunately I'm the poorer drone, so here we are. But I wouldn't have it any other way. This is the fun part, ain't it, guys? Right. Right, so hopefully, yeah, there we go. That gives us a start that side. So let me just get that out of the way. Right, you're getting that. Right, guys, so that's the bottom of the flask, and I can never remember what it's called. I'm sure it's the cope and drag or something, top or bottom, but I don't know. So the plan is to put that in there, pour down that way and down into it, and I just hope all this lettering takes. I just hope gravity, when the silver fills up the cavity, it'll all go in. That's my only worry, that we're not going to get all the lettering, but we'll see. As I say, I haven't done a flask impression for a very long time. I'm trying to think back. I think it was some of the alien heads that I did, and I mean, to be fair, they come out pretty cool. So this is just more, it's simpler, but sometimes the simplest things to get those right are the hardest, because if you make any mistakes, it sticks out like a sore thumb, doesn't it? So I'm just hoping and praying we can get this right. Powder on. I just really hope we can get this. So I think if I go there, push him down. Right, I think that's about halfway. Right, that looks about halfway in. So I'm not very good at doing these flask pours. It's something I haven't really done a lot of. So he's halfway in now. I'm just wondering, do I make the channel now, or do I put the top on and do it? I'm not sure what's the best way to go. I'm not sure, but it's trial and error, isn't it? I think what I'll do, guys, what should I do? No, I'll try and make the impression and I'll do the channel afterwards. We'll have a look afterwards, so we'll go with that. Some more powder on. This is just so the sand part's easier. Right, so let's get that on top. There we go, and now we're going to fill in, but I am going to sieve the first bit on top of that pump, because obviously that's quite detailed. So we'll see what happens if I find my sieve. Yeah, there he is. Let's get some in. This is just really exciting pour, this one, just to see how it comes out. Really exciting. I mean, in our heads, when we first got the request and I mentioned it to the judge, we were like, yeah, that'll be really cool, and it's only a Domino, it's going to be simple, it's going to be easier. But as we went along, we were like, yeah, actually it's not that simple when you're trying to do it like this with a 3D print. Yeah, I mean, if we had a graphite mould made, then yeah, that wouldn't be too bad. But when you're trying to do it like this, you've got to get it to, because it's a rectangle, isn't it, basically? Or is it, yeah, rectangle? Yeah, rectangle. So you've got to get it spot on. Everyone knows what a domino looks like, so you got nowhere to hide. So as I said previous, the simple stuff does cause us a bit of a headache. But that's not said we want loads of complicated stuff coming in. No, not at all. But sometimes the easy ones can creep up on you. So I'll be looking forward to see how this goes. I really will. to get some in now. Sorry if I'm wobbling a bit while I do this, but I've got to get some. So that just pushes down now. The stuff that I sieved will go round that nice now. That's the plan anyway. And the size, they're quite nice size. Judge has done a nice size on them, so I'm guessing, I mean, I haven't done no maths or anything like that, I'm not that clever, but I'm guessing they're probably going to be around 50-60 grams, something like that, maybe getting on for a couple of ounces. That's what I'm guesstimating, but we'll see. It's one of those you never can tell really, but I'm guessing, yeah, getting 50-60 grams, I'd have said, looking at it, just looking at the size of the print. There we go. Let's give you a bit of teddy, get it in. I want to try and get as much pressure this side as I can, but I am concerned about the camera. I don't want to wobble you about too much. Don't want to disturb your viewing pleasure, do we? I might have to now, I might have to give this a bit of a bang down. Get the rolling pin out. There you go, yeah, it got stopped, the recording got stopped because I started banging. See if I can hold that while I do it. Right, yeah, he's still recording. So there you go. We'll have a look at that bad boy now and see what we got. There you go, so there's our flask. If I just lift him up over here for a sec, I'll have a quick clean down. And then we'll open him up and see what we got. Let's just get some of this out of the way. Right then. Right punks, there we go. Oh, it weighs a ton, that's another thing with the size of a flask. It's cast, I think it's cast iron or whatever that, yeah, I think it's cast iron, I don't know. But, right, here we go then. Let's have a look inside then, guys, and see what we got. Also, if you are enjoying these videos, please do, don't forget to like and subscribe. The subscribe button's down below because it does help us, lets us know we're on the right track and that you guys are interested in watching what we're doing. So, right. Let's cut to the chase. Let's get this open and have a look. Well, look at that. You getting that? Right, that's cool. Some bit fell out the top bit, but that's okay. Let's just move that. Look at that bad boy. You getting that? So that's come out cool. So we know that side's going to pour. Looks like a domino. So that's cool. Nothing stuck in there. Now, what we've got to do now, you see about this side and also do the channel. Now I'm just thinking, what am I going to do the channel with? We need to get a channel in there. I'll see if I can do it with my knife. This is the bit I'm not very good at. I just haven't got the confidence because I haven't done it a lot of times, but I see people just get straight in and off they go and I'm like, oh god. Obviously you need it smooth because you don't want no sand to come off when you're pouring. Right guys, so there's a little channel made. So I'm guessing when that goes back together with the other one, you have the little gap. I don't know whether you can get that because of the light's not very good in here, but you might be able to see it. You'll see the little hole there where the channel is. Silver goes down, fills it all up. That's the plan. That's the plan. Right, now, got to get that domino out now. So, best way of doing this now, let's just pour off some of that there. Push some of that down that side. Now, let's try and get that domino out. This is going to be the tricky bit. Right, seem to lift nicely. Oh guys, Judge has come up with the goods. Look at that. You getting that? There's the punk. Right, I'm getting a bit excited now. I've just got to chill my beans a bit and have a look now. Right, I'm just looking down to see whether the gap's big enough there. I don't know whether you're getting it for all the silver to go through. I don't know whether I need a bit of bigger gap. Oh, I don't know now. Oh, do I might try and make a bigger gap? I could try and do it on that side as well. I don't know. I mean, it's a very little hole, that. Right, perhaps I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm going to try and make it a bit bigger. Right, okay. Right, if you've seen that now, that almost goes to the base of the thing, so hopefully it'll be okay. Right guys, there you go. I think that might be okay. I don't know. It's just now, the problems we've got now with the pour now, it's whether the silver's gonna, because obviously it's gonna stand up, and whether the silver will take into them letters, but the impression's good. I know if I poured that as a bar, it'd take and it'd work well. It's just like when the silver goes in that way and it starts filling up from the bottom, will it all go into them places? Hopefully it will. The domino, excuse me, the domino face, as it were, that looks okay to me. I don't think we should have any problems that side. So what I'm going to do is put the flask back together and then keep our fingers crossed, because in the next video we'll have an attempt at doing the pour. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys, this little experimental punk Hank's domino. I couldn't remember what we were doing then. I'm so excited that I've got the impressions to come out. So Hank's domino from Twin Peaks for Sean Covert 5447, sorry. There's the sandcasts. Next video, the pouring. Join us then. Cheers.